Hey everybody, thanks for wandering back out to the Digital Hermitage. I'm the Hermit, you can call me Hiccup, and we're building another little build up here on the mountains today. Before we get started with any of that though, I just wanted to say hello to all the new digital wanderers out there. We've been seeing a huge jump in subscribers and view time and all the good stuff lately, and I just gotta say thank you because it fills me with joy. It's so much fun to see all the new faces and comments and people. Thank you so much for wandering out and giving the Digital Hermitage a shot. Love you guys. Anyway, you're here for another build-through episode, which is awesome, and I'm super excited to get to it. If you're new to the build-through series, if this is your first time, we've been building from the beginning of the game to, the end of the game in succession of all the biomes, and we're only using what's available to us in each one of those biomes. It's been a lot of fun, and this is only our second build on the mountain. I'm standing in our first. We're going to be building our second today. Anyway, I'm talking too much. You guys like my new chest piece? Yeah, this thing is awesome. I needed to warm up. It's pretty cold up here on the mountain. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. If you guys want to see this build, it's the previous one. Just go check out the last episode. I do love this build. This one came out really awesome. A little small. We're trying to keep it kind of medium to small in the beginning. I'm not trying to go super crazy immediately. We're gonna go build out there today. You guys see that little cliff edge right there? That's the next build spot. I think it's gonna be a ton of fun. Let's go ahead and just run out there right now real quick. Let's just go ahead. I might build a trail. Maybe. I don't know. That would be kind of a ridiculous trail. I could probably do it. It's always fun to connect them. I guess a couple of other things I'll mention real quick before we get out here. If you are new to the build through, I am spawning in materials. It would be ridiculous for me to try and save up all this material in vanilla. But we are building in complete, it's all vanilla. There are no mods in here. I do use plan build, and I have been trying to update some of my blueprints. And for those of you that are waiting around for those blueprints, I'm really sorry, but I'm fixing some of them. I am. Some of them work, and some of them really I'm having a hard time with the terrain mod stuff. Like, the terrain mod really doesn't seem to include trees, or sometimes it's not the right shape, and it's really hard to get that to work. So some of those probably won't be replaced. I'm sorry. I'm trying to replace the ones that I can, the ones that will work, and I will keep updating Valheimians here pretty soon. If you haven't checked out Valheimians and you don't know what that is, you should go check it out. Valheimians.com. Lots of amazing builds on there. You'll be inspired if nothing else. But if you have the mod, you can actually copy and paste builds in your world. It's pretty cool. I have trouble with the terrain mod because I'm building into crazy terrain stuff all the time, which is what we're gonna do again today. So I don't know how this one's gonna copy over. But anyway, I'm rambling way too much. Let's go ahead and start shaping the ground. One more thank you to everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out here. Let's start building. All right, so this is gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna try and flatten this whole hilltop to about that size right there. I think that size will be about what I want. So we're gonna try and chop it all down to about that size and then build it up. And that's gonna take a little bit. So let me get started on that, and I'll bring you back when it's done. Just a lot of pickaxing. That's why I've also given myself just a bunch of the stamina foods that we would have available for us here. Muckshake is pretty hard to keep around. If you've been killing a lot of great orbs at this point, you'll have plenty of ice cream, and turnip stew is super easy too. But look at that stamina bar. Definitely wouldn't recommend living out on the mountain with this meal. This is just for the build, just so I can get this done faster, which I should do. I should stop talking and get back to that. All right, I'll bring you back in a minute. Okay, there we go. We've got a pretty good little flat spot for ourselves now. This looks awesome. I think this should be big enough. Let's go ahead and start throwing down. Well, first, before the foundation, there's something else we need to do. First, I want to carve out a little bit of a shape here inside the mountain space. Probably start it right about here. Now, I've already dug down a little bit around here, so I'm not sure exactly how far down I'll actually be able to go. Let's see if we can keep maybe this height. This seems good. Let me see how deep we are here. There we go. I think we found our depth there. There we go. That looks really good, actually. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And we can always add something to the sides of it or build the dirt up a little bit on the outside of the house, but that looks pretty darn perfect. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start chopping out a shape here, and I'm not gonna go completely square. I don't want it to be completely square. We're gonna try and get a fun little shape here today. I don't know if it's gonna be T-shaped or what. We're gonna try and follow kind of like the outline here of the mountainside. Let me go ahead and just keep digging this out. Let's get ourselves a little downstairs, shall we? That works out just about perfectly. We do have one little raised spot here, which is very unfortunate. It will not go down. It is so odd. We'll have to build around it somehow, and that's okay. We'll make it work. It's going to be fun. It'll be fun to figure out. Alright, so there's our little layout. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing the best that we can in logs, shall we? This doesn't have to be exactly perfect with the outlines here, but let's try and get a pretty good spot here. Want it to line up. It needs to overlap on the corners just a tiny bit. There we go. All right, the one part I'm really worried about is out here, so let's go ahead and just start this way. Oh, that's right on the edge of it. We'll just have to add one underneath, probably. Which shouldn't be, yep, shouldn't be a problem from the inside. We may go around and do that all the way, just to really seal everything up. That works. Oh man, this layout's interesting. I like this. This is going to be cool. Oh yeah. Nope, that lines up like perfectly. Look at this interesting little house. Nice. Little odd shape to it, but I love that. That's a lot of fun. I think, you know what, we're not going to reshape the basement at all. I'm going to leave it just like that. It looks like we could get a little more space. Well, we could get a little more space right here. One more hit. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's all we're doing. May have thrown ourselves off a little bit with that. Let me go up and check. No, not really. No, it looks fine. We're all right. Okay, it looks good. I like that. We're going to do something with that here in just a little bit, though. Don't worry about this. It's going to be cool. Oh, man, look at that. All right, let's go ahead and put our flooring in. Oh, no, you know, before we do that. Yeah, right about here is center. Let's go ahead and build ourselves up some support. Okay, I think that should do it. That should give us all the support we need in the house. We do need to go fix the downstairs now, just a little bit. Pull that down. There we go. I prefer doing it with the hoe. It's just a little safer, a little. Darn. No, we are gonna have to go back down there and chop it with the pickaxe because I do want this to stay at this height all the way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, all right. We gotta be careful here. I don't want to mess it up. There we go. And we're gonna leave it like that. There we go. And that's it. You get that going and you've got yourself a nice little basement. There you go. Boom, no problems here. Alright, Alright, should we go ahead and toss our floor down? I think so. I always like to put the floor on top of the, on top of the core wood. Yeah. The floor is acting a little funny right here in this corner. I'm not sure why. Everything seemed to line up pretty well until this little gap right here. So I'm actually pulling from the back forward, and we're just going to follow that pattern. And it'll overlap here in a minute, just like that, and then we won't even be able to tell that it's there. Yeah, there we go. Kind of over-snapped right into each other. They fit just fine. We're going to go ahead and try and fix these little gaps right here. I am free placing these just because I like to place them lower. Gets a little less of that that collision, that overlapping. There we go. Try to line it up a little bit. Snap it just a little lower. So yeah, again, I am free placing these little pieces. There we go. There we go. Nice. Look at that little foundation. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and outline and wrap this thing again with all of our core wood. Get that cabin feel. Look at how perfectly that lines up. Why did the floor not work, you know? Oh, I guess there is a little bit of a gap right there, isn't there? That's alright. We're going to go ahead and fill those gaps in with one of these. Pretty much everywhere. Let's go ahead and toss those in on all the corners right now. Why not? I do want to make sure they're all the same height. Because right now this one's not looking to be the same height. And I am trying to make this house a little, not smaller, but we're not going to go ahead, we're not going to add a second story onto this one. We've already got the second story, what is going on here? Alright, time for the tricks. There we go. Always just place one behind it if you're having trouble. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep the whole house pretty low because we have a little basement, which is awesome. We're really excited for the basement. I think it's going to make everything pretty cool. We'll have a nice little finished basement to this house. Why is that one taller? Stop it. Did I place this one wrong? Maybe. There we go. Easy fix, easy fix. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and just build this all the way around. Well, yeah. And make sure you keep that staggered pattern. I always like to kind of like pre-make it on one side. It helps me keep track of what I'm doing. Oh, looks like we might have to alter the tops everywhere. Ah, darn. All right, well. Yeah, you see what we're doing. Just go ahead and do this everywhere. I always find it easier to just go ahead and build the walls all the way around just like this. And then cutting the windows out of them actually makes it a lot easier. So I just like to go back and do that after the fact. We got all these wrong, though. Yeah, let me build these walls up. Super simple staggered pattern. And I'll bring you back as soon as we're completely walled in. All right, look at that. Very nice, very snazzy. I like this place. This is coming together really well. We're going to go ahead and cut our entrance in over here, I think. Yeah, I want it over on the side for some reason. That just feels better to me. We're going to go ahead and pop another one of these in. Too high. Lower. Snap lower. No, you're going to be a pain? It's going to be a pain. All right, then we'll just do the outside trick. There it is. Am I going to need to do the same thing over here? Probably. Up one more little. There we go. Boom. There we go. We have our nice little entrance. Probably build a little porch on there. You know how we like to do. This is awesome. All right, let's go ahead and toss a roof on right here as is right now. So what we've been doing the past couple of builds, and something that I've really enjoyed, is just building our roof out a little bit, giving ourselves a little bit of an overhang. And this is how I like to do it. I think it's super easy. There are probably other ways to do it. If you know of other ways, let me know so I can try them out. But I really like doing it this way right now. I think it's pretty sweet. So I'm just taking these 1x1 flooring pieces, and we're literally just going all the way around the house. Oh, that almost fills it in. That's okay, though. We're going to leave it like this. We're literally just going to go and outline the entire house with this. Here we go. It's actually pretty easy to do from this side to that side. Or actually up here, I mean. It's a lot easier to do from up here. Ah! Alright, and again, this side did act a little funny. I'm going to get rid of that piece, snap this one in place first, and then add this one on after that. Well, let's see if we can bring this one down, just for the sake of trying to get the roof to line up a little better. It is this corner. Like, this is the corner where everything gets a little wonky right there. But that's okay. I think we can live with it. All right. Now, for this roof, we're going to be... I wanted to keep everything a little lower, like I said, so we're going to go ahead and just try and start with these low 26-degree roofing. So let's go ahead and just snap this on everywhere. And we do want to snap it onto the outside of all this 1x1 flooring that we put down already. Oh, yeah. It's going to look really nice. One of the best upsides to working with 26-degree roofing is you can walk on it really easy. All right, so these parts where they overlap a little bit, that's all we're going to do. We're just going to overlap them. We're going to keep snapping them together just like this. Bam, look at that. And that overlapped just a little too much, so what we're going to do is go back and snap it right there. See how that overlaps? Almost, you can't even hardly see that. I love that. It looks so good. Same thing right here. Very nice, just like that. And to keep moving. Gotta do it again right here. Show you what I'm doing one more time. Snap the next piece. Remove this piece. Or no, am I being silly? Oh yeah, half snap this and then snap that one out there. Yeah, did you see that? Let me do it again. Just to make sure I'm not making stuff up. Just so you can see what I'm doing. So snap the further piece on. Then you can half snap this one. Don't snap, you know, to bolt. You would take up both of those 1x1s. Just snap it back one so it overlaps. And then you can kind of press this one out a little more. There you go, just like that. Boom. Snap it like that. It always ends up looking pretty good. There we go. Alright, so this is always a tricky part. Yeah, when you come to an inverted corner like this, you want to have the two edges, the two outer edges of these roofs touching, and then you can take one of the eye corners, snap it in just like that. Bada boom! Oh, I guess technically that should actually be a corner, shouldn't it? Bah, there we go. That's going to be a little over snap, but that's okay. And that didn't really mess up our... Yeah, this little outside piece didn't really mess anything up either. Look at this! The roofing is looking pretty good already. Let's go ahead and keep building it up. Following pretty much the exact same pattern all the way up. The roof all lines up now, so now we just have to follow this up and make sure it all comes to a peak. So 26-degree roofing is usually pretty forgiving. There we go, just like that. Oh, look at that snap. So sometimes I like to do this. I'm not holding shift or free placing or anything. And we did snap this one piece in just here, just now, to finish the hole, or fill in the hole, finish the pattern. If you turn it, sometimes when you place it up against it, you can almost find another snap point that does just kind of mesh in perfectly, and that's exactly what we just had happen right there. Love it. Makes life really easy. We're going to try and do the same thing right here. Perfect. Look at that. Can't even really tell. That totally meshes in. Nice and easy. We're going to try and do it here. This one might be a little trickier. Yeah, this one's a little trickier. There's a lot of snap points in there because the corner is a little awkward. So we're just going to try and use one that blends the best. Right there. Right there. Turn this one. We've turned this one twice. We're going to blend it in just like that. There we go. That doesn't look so bad. All right, this spot's a pretty good stumper. That is a really interesting problem. Let's see, how are we gonna fix this? Oh, here we go. Yeah, actually, I don't think we can. I don't think there's any type of roofing trick we can do to really patch this up. So what we're gonna have to do is just kind of fill in the gap here, I think, like this. Yeah. So I don't want it to stick out. We're going to try and free place it in just right up against it. Just leave it about right like that, I think. Yeah, let's get back up on the roof. Lots of wolves out today. Let's get rid of those noises. Kapow! Alright, don't bother us while we're building. This is the build through. We're just building here. Alright, so the tricky part of this is when to stop, really. This might be as tall as I want to go. Yeah, because this is going to start becoming an issue. Let's try to blend this in as best we can. See if we can bring this roof up just a little bit more. Ah, see, again, perfect. So this snap, we're going to go ahead and fill this in because it'll make the roof on the inside look really clean. But see how it's sticking up and showing a little bit more right here on this part of the roof? We're going to go ahead and over snap again. We're going to save the same pattern. We're just going to try to click to the bottom of it just like that. And that blends so nicely. Boom! Just like that. We're going to do the same thing. We've just built this one over. Kind of overlapped it one. And instead of snapping onto the inside down here, we're going to go ahead and snap right here to this. That blends pretty darn well. Again, pull this over. Same thing here. We're just going to keep following that same pattern we've been doing since it blends so well. We're just going to do twist twice. Get these two bottom corner pieces right here to snap together. Just like that. Boom. You'd never know. Oh, this one's being... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that one was being a little tricky, but we found it. Okay, yeah, see that little gap right there? So that does bother me a little bit. We're going to try and fill that in by just building this up. There we go, just like that. Blend it right in. You'd never know. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to tuck this one up as deep in as we can. Right? Actually, we're not going to twist it. We're going to tuck it in and put it right up in that corner. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take a look on this. Got this from the inside. Oh yeah, not too bad, not too bad. And see, the beauty of this is we could use these inside snaps to kind of finish up the roof to give us a more solid look on the inside. Let's get back up there. This roof is almost finished, mostly solid. We can get rid of that, it looks like. Yep. Yeah, this isn't bad. I think this height might do, actually. We might try and cap the roof right here. I don't want to get too tall with it. Let's see if we can fill in this gap again, though. I definitely busted this one open. And yeah, it looks like it's just going to need a little bit of support right there. A little bit of filler. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can wrap this.
kind of want to double up on this just to, yeah, really seal it up and bring it together. Why do I enjoy this so much? This has turned out so well, actually. I'm going to do the same thing over here just to continue the same pattern. Can we? Yeah, we can. Alright, let's go and try and cut in a little entrance to the basement. Right here. Let's try and flatten out a little spot, a little walkway right here. I do want to raise it up a little bit, see if we can. Yeah, there we go. Very cool. Yeah, we may have to do a little more leveling out here, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and chop our way in. Oh, may need to build the dirt up a little bit more right here. Hang on. Okay, let's see if we can chop just a tiny little exit here. Here we go. There we go. There we go. That's not too bad. Having trouble keeping it, you know, really straight for some reason. That should do it. Yeah, look at that little opening. That's awesome. And we need a way to get up and down. I think I was going to put it over here because this is kind of our awkward corner anyway. So let's go ahead and bust out a... Yeah, look at how the floor gets a little wonky right there anyway. Let's go ahead and make our staircase down right here. There we go. Yeah, just had to pull it back a little bit more. And this should be just a little... Yes, perfect. So we didn't want it to sit perfectly on the dirt. We did want it to raise up just a little bit. So this should be our downstairs level, which is going to be perfect. Look at this was our high spot. It's the spot I was kind of worried about. And honestly, if that's all that's going to show, I'm perfectly happy with it. Yeah, I couldn't really get rid of that. It wouldn't go any lower. But if that's all that's going to show, I'm super happy with it. I think we've absolutely killed it with this basement. This is going to be perfect. The cool thing about these basements, too, is you build into these dirt walls and then, bam, like that, you've got support everywhere. You don't have to worry about putting in any kind of sub-layer. Let me go ahead and finish the flooring down here. We're going to wrap this whole place. You need to fill in these little corners. I use the 1x1. The 1x1s just kind of squeeze in so much easier. It's a lot easier to work with them up in those tiny spaces. Look at that. That's killer. That's an awesome little basement. And we do need to go back in and fill in just a little bit of this, which is no problem. You just kind of bring down the, you know, we're just going to snap some more logs in and bring it down a little bit to seal up the floor. That's going to work out pretty good. I think we just need some windows here. Maybe a little porch. Can always use a little porch, huh? Oh, that works out perfectly with the stairs over here in the corner, too. All right, we do need like a chimney and a porch. So let's go ahead and let's work on the porch first real quick. Shouldn't take long. Ah, I like this tree. I may replant some trees for the decoration phase. But this one's got to go right now. It's kind of in my way. Okay, we may chop this back. I think I am going to put the chimney in on this side too. Let me just flatten this out a little bit. That should be plenty of room for the chimney right there. Ah, perfect. Yeah, that'll work out just fine. Alright, let's go ahead and put ourselves a little porch in here. You know what? I think that'll be fun. Let's go ahead and extend the porch just a tiny bit. For some reason, I really like that idea. Yeah. I think the entrance is right here on this side. What do you think? Yeah, I think we're going to leave it over there. Just like that. Very nice. Alright, and we do want this to be kind of like railing, and I thought it'd be cool if we wrapped a tiny little bit around the side of the house. What do you think? I don't know why, but I just want this little bit of porch to come around this side, maybe even extend a little out here. Yeah, I like that a lot for some reason. That's really cool. Kind of go underneath and just give it a little bit of support. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Actually, yeah, we need to bring the logs down one, actually. And then we'll give it support. There we go. Placing one next to it and then placing one down always seems to help out. Right there. There we go. Perfect. All right. And for this roofing, we're just going to go ahead and angle it up toward itself real low and then bring it right back into our already established roofing. So we're going to try and keep it really low. I guess we do want to outline it again, don't we? Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Just like that. We're going to kind of build it right over to this roofing, just like that. There we go. Hey. There we go. Alright, well that's going to come with more... Yeah, we'll just have to get more of the roofing to line up. We're going to use a lot of these eye-roofing pieces. Just kind of snap them in right here with that. Just like that. Kind of all the way up, really. And then connect this going down. There we go. This one up. Just like that. Bada boom! And now we have a nice little side roof. Let's go make sure that's not... I don't think that should be sticking through at all. Nope. Perfect. It's working out just the way we want it. Alright, we're going to do the same thing over here. Let's go ahead and start all the way out there, yeah. Out on the edge. Bring the edge up. Just like that. Snap that. Bring this all the way over. Alright, let's build the rest of this roof up. And again with the eye corner. Go ahead and build that up twice. To the left, to the right. Look at that. Super fancy. Really not that complicated. It's a really easy roof. Just like that. There we go. Kind of just free place that piece in, and we're going to free place another one here. And that kind of seals in that corner just a lot better than it would have been normally. And again, this is just another free placement right here. Boom, just like that. And there you go. Nice and cozy, nice and sealed in. I do want to make these look a little more connected, so we're going to go ahead and free place. Man, it's going to be tricky. How are we going to do this? Alright, place one behind it. Yeah, let's put one in. Okay, come on. There we go. Just like that, probably. And then we're going to press up against it. Yes. There we go. Boom. Just like that. That just feels so much more connected. I know it's only one piece connecting them, but it feels a lot more connected just because the line continues. I really like that. Let's see if we can actually do something like that here. Not really. That's a crazy looking roof. Alright, we still got to fill this out. Let's go ahead and finish the roofing. Bada boom. And then we're just going to fill that in really simply with a lot of this. Yeah, we do want to go around and accent kind of a lot of the other stuff with core wood. Just like that. We're going to put a little X on top because it always looks good. Yeah, and then just fill the rest of it down with walls. Make it, you know, fill it in really nice. Look at that. That was so simple. Bam. And I do want to go around with core wood and just kind of like snap core wood onto the bottom of everything outside. Even out here, Yeah, just bring it out to the edges here and just kind of snap it all along the outside. I'm going to leave that for the decoration phase because that's pretty simple and it just takes a little time. So we're going to leave that alone for right now. But I am going to go and do that on the decoration phase along the entire outside. Probably going to go and do the same thing we did for the outer layer right there, right in here, and try to seal this up. I may try to do it in a way where it's not showing through the roofing. Oh, just like that, actually. That looks like a perfect snap where it's not going to... Yeah, there we go. Just like that. That doesn't look like it's going to show through the roof. We'll have to go check that in just a second. That also doesn't line up. Yeah, so I'm going to have to play with that and fill that in a little bit. It may be a lot of free placing, but it shouldn't be too hard. Again, same thing here. We're just going to fill this in. Real simple. It's going to look really awesome. Nothing too fancy, though. Simple railings out here, too. Usually just kind of plop one of these down. I do want to break the railings up this time. Yeah, we're going to use this normal railing, kind of build that out of the core wood instead of just using core wood on core wood like we have been, just for fun. Just want to mix it up a little bit, see how that looks with this build. It's all aesthetic. You build however you want, whatever you think looks fancy. I like to mix it up. We change it up all the time around here at the Digital Hermitage. But that's enough of this out here. I think we really actually need to go and start focusing on the chimney. And I think once the chimney's built, that's it, guys. Like, this thing is actually a pretty awesome looking house right now. Little tip for covering up the roofing here. Those are the thatch roof ridges, and they stick through a little bit, and they do. Normally, it doesn't bother me. I don't mind having the little thatchiness come through, but if you do want to hide it, you can always just put in some of these flooring pieces and kind of build them down to kind of like match up with your roofing here, and that kind of like hides it and kind of like really finishes off the roofing too, if that's the look you're going for, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of it here just for an example, just like see here, we might want to switch to the 1x1s. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know, it just kind of like seals it up a little bit more. You don't have so much of that thatchiness showing through. If you want it that way, it's really no big deal either way, however you like it. Let's go ahead and throw the chimney on and get rid of these little trees out here. So we have been making all of our chimneys big enough for a hearth lately, and that is the way to go right now. I really am just looking to make hearths our main cooking source. The little campfires are nice for decoration and stuff, but we do want a good old fireplace. Let's go ahead. That's going to have to go right here. Yeah, because we don't want it to come up to the staircase too much. Probably wrap around the staircase and put some pantries or storage right here. Actually, that would look pretty cool, actually. Let's go ahead and seal this up. Or seal it back up, I should say. There we go. Gonna add in one of these. Oh, too tall. Right about there. There we go. Nice. Nice low chimney. Alright. We're gonna need some stone now. Alright, let's keep it pretty close. Let's go ahead and just plop it down right there. Oh, we do need to push it out one, actually, so let's go ahead. Just like that. There we go. Nice. Then we're going to wrap it. I'm going at a different height for the outer stone. Just because it looks good. There we go. Can we use the taller stone? We can. We're going to use a little bit of taller stone on either side, just to make it look nice. We really don't need this chimney to be super tall, so I think we're actually going to probably leave it at about this height, just like this. There we go. Probably come back in and add a little bit of core wood or something there to seal that in. But we're going to extend this up one more time. Nice, just like that. And we're going to go again with just the normal little 26-degree roofing here and just kind of cap it. Oh, wait, no, we do want to What am I doing? Yeah, we want to walk around the outside and add our little outer layer here. And I just had to try it. And ever since then, yeah, it really does. It just adds that little extra dimension, little extra weight to a build, and it just looks so cool. Nice. And then we just build this up. Nice short little stocky chimney. I never like to build, when I build chimneys for the hearth, I never really do make them as big as normal chimneys. Like, I like if you're doing little chimneys with the little fires, I really like those to be tall and skinny. But whenever I build chimneys for these hearths, they always end up being pretty squat and wide like this. Let's go ahead and just corner up the entire chimney. Yeah. Can we do that? Oh, it's going to have that cool little overlap. Yeah, look at that. I like that. That looks pretty awesome. There we go. And again, we're going to take this core wood and, you know, go and add it onto the outsides of everything. Just to add that extra weight. But again, I'm going to do that in the decoration phase because that just takes some time. But it's going to look so good, isn't it? Like, look at this. Look at this little house. Look at this little log cabin. It's so squat, but it's so awesome. Oh my gosh, I think that about does it, everybody. That might be the shape. We are going to cut some windows out, obviously. I'll cut some windows out in here. Oh yeah. Want a real big one right here. And we don't do anything special for the windows. We'll just wrap it, you know. Just going to throw in a couple of these to give it some support. Probably take out this extra bit. Oh man, yeah. That right there is a view, isn't it? That looks awesome. Can't wait to put some crystal in there. That's going to be amazing. Probably another window or two right here, but I don't know. We have a good little porch along the side. I may make another window or tiny little walkout right here. Actually, we do have the support for it, so maybe another little walkout. I don't know though. Do we want another one right here where we're going to come out from the basement though? Yeah, maybe. Look at that. I think we could. I think we could make another tiny little walkout right here. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, that does not really get in the way of our exit over here. Oh man, what a cool little build. What a cozy, cool little build. Multi-level. Love having the basements. The basements are so fun. And as long as you dig them out and build around them, it's really easy. Like, really easy to keep them, you know, working and I don't know, it's just so nice. It's so nice. Yeah, we may make another little, just like the little addition we made right here, we may make another little room right here. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah, there we go. Just a tiny little room. I don't know why I like this idea so much, but I do think it's gonna end up being pretty cool. All right, same thing with this little roofing here. We're just gonna go ahead and add this all around the outside. Go try to fill in this roof, and I think that's it, everybody. I think this house, this frame, is just about finished. It's about time to do some decorations. Go. Now we're going to do something kind of different in the front of the roof. We're just going to go ahead and build this back into the rest of the roofing, just like that. Yeah, the front, I do kind of want to leave open like this. We're not going to try and round it up to any corner or anything. We're just going to fill it in like we would the front or back. Probably end up using one of the little X's here in the top. Oh, yeah. And if you want to avoid building into your house again, just use these I-corners, I-frames. I've been playing way too much Elden Ring and Dark Souls. Yeah, we'll just use some of these I-corners to fill this in, and I think that's gonna do it, everybody. Look at this! This place is awesome. Much better than the little box we started with, eh? Oh yeah. Oh, I think we could use another little vertical beam right here, just to fill that gap in. Yeah. Just like that. Perfect. Oh, yeah. There we go. We may try to hide some of this roofing too. May even just put up some flooring just so you don't have to look at it. But that's a really cool little nook to come out into too. Look at this little house come together. This has so many nice little fun parts to it. Oh yeah. But alright everybody, I guess that's going to go ahead and do it for the frame. I need to start decorating this place. It's going to take a while to decorate, always does, but it's going to be awesome. I think I'm going to put the bedroom downstairs actually, because that's going to look really nice. But this place is going to look awesome once it's decorated. Probably going to do a little more landscaping out here too. Definitely want to pull some of this down a little bit, maybe make a trail. And, you know, put up some defense towers for those stinking drakes, which are everywhere all the time. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys liked the frame. It was pretty easy, pretty simple. I guess the roofing is a little complicated. It's not exactly, you know, a standard shape, but it really is awesome. And the basements are always a nice touch. I think basements just add such depth to a house. Get it? Depth? Anyway, let me go ahead and start decorating this place. I'll bring you back when it's finished. Hope you guys enjoy the flybys. Here they come right at you. All right. Yeah, this place came out pretty good. I actually think I really like it decorated a little more. It did seem a little hollow, and I wasn't super convinced about it right when I had first built it, but this came together pretty well. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments below. Let's go start our nighttime walkthrough. Yeah, this place came out really well. I really enjoy building on the mountains. I love messing with all this terrain and getting these nice little paths all over the place. I mean, I don't know why. It's just a loop. Like, this is just a loop, but for some reason I'm completely entertained by it. I really enjoy this. But it's also one of the things that makes using the plan build mod and the terrain thing really difficult. The terrain mod really only wants you to place it, and it'll affect and bring everything in its radius down to the one level. It kind of makes it really tricky. Anyway, really nice outdoor shed. I like this. I always like having some kind of outdoor shed. We just kind of dug this one back into the wall. But some little covered storage area, for some reason, just always makes me feel better. I really like this porch. The porch came out really well. I mean, look at how cozy this is. This is so nice. And our forge outside. I brought the railings down, or not the railings, but I brought the ceiling outside down just a little bit, just, you know, just because of drakes. I thought this might be just a little bit extra defense here against the drakes, these little X's across the top here, but it ended up looking really good. Little table just to store extra equipment and stuff. And again, I haven't even really gotten around to it in my playthrough because I'm just rushing too much, and I haven't been, like, you know, grinding out obscene amounts of material like I would if I was casually playing through. But yeah, placing them out for everybody to have easy access to, that's just really fun. That's really cool. Oh, wolves off in the distance. Wolves. Nothing but a couple little item stands out here. Little places to sit. I always love that. The entrance is really nice. I thought this came together really well. Like, you can't even see the red carpet outside, the red drapes or anything. But when you open it up, bam! Like, this whole place shines a little bit. And I wanted to make this place really cool. This is probably one of the more open floor plans I've done. I usually like to be a little more cluttered than this. But this one came together really well. This is super comfortable. Big old couch. This one's just for sitting on. There's really no, like, actual seats built into this one. This one up front, however, actually has a couple of logs built into it, so we can all sit down. And you can have you a nice little sit and look out the windows. It looks awesome. This place at nighttime is really well lit up. Like, I might have overdone it just a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. You want your place really well lit at night, you know? Lots of extra food, and you know, it's basic food, but it just looks colorful and pretty. It's fun to decorate with, and it's cheaper to decorate with too. Like, if I was gonna decorate, I would decorate with Queen's Jam and berries and stuff. They're just so, you know, you have plenty of them by this point. Really cozy little cooking kitchen. I really like this little cooking nook, and like it's almost like a pantry kind of over here. I don't know why, but I just really like it. Lots of wolf jerky, wolf skewers, nice little sitting spot. I love it in here. This is probably one of my favorite rooms. This little cartography room. It's just like a little sitting room. Kind of reminds me of like a I don't know, like a little cigar parlor or something, you know? Like, and it's a little bit of a sunroom. We got all this glass in here. The glass is awesome. And we might have to walk back through during the day because looking out through all of this and seeing that scenery out there is amazing. We just always walk through at night because, yeah, just get that different perspective. This little table right here was really fun too, just adding that in. I don't know why that added so much, but let's go downstairs. Look at this nice little cut-in basement. This is so nice. And I just cluttered this up with a bunch of junk, you know, old helmets, storage everywhere. And I like to throw my storage in all sorts of random places just because it looks a little more organic and silly and cluttery. But man, I do like lots of storage too. You need it. You do need it. You need tons of storage. I also like building with these. I forgot. I went back and watched some older build-throughs of mine, and I forgot that I used to do this, and I need to start doing it again. But using this little, using those 1x1s and the 1x1 beams is just like, you just place them around like you're going to use them later, and it's so nice. This bedroom came out so nice. It's so cozy. It really is. Oh, I should have put some meals or something over here, but man, this place is so nice. I don't know. I really like the way this place came out. Little sitting, like, working desk right here. Oh, man. And I did add on this little forge and smelter area out back. Don't mind the wolves howling. Oh, why is this out? Do I not have any wood? Okay, that's a shame. Hang on. There we go. Maybe it was during the day and I didn't notice that was out. I should have had that lit. That's no problem. Yeah, look at this. Little spot to fight drakes. Come out and hang out. I almost thought about putting a bonfire here, but I didn't want to ruin the view up above. But yeah, this isn't really too much either. It's just a little bit of stone walls. I think we have all of this is just wood flooring, and then we have a little bit of stone built up underneath these to kind of like level them out. I did have to dig into the stone here just a little bit, but we built into it and made it work. Yeah, just a nice little smithing and forge area. Well, not smithing, but this is a nice little forge area out here. Yeah, just for all your smelting and iron needs. Let's go ahead and get some sleep, and I'll show you in the morning. The views from the inside through the glass are just spectacular. Oh, man, what a long day of building. Shake off the sleepies. All right, yeah, come and check this out. Look at this place during the day. The views are much better during the day, I'll give you that. The nighttime walkthrough is always nice, but look at the views up here, man. Who wouldn't want to live on them? I mean, it depends on how many drakes you want to fight. Oh, yeah. This place is beautiful. This place came out really nice. This is super cozy. Let's go upstairs and get a view from all those windows. I'm telling you, it looks so good up here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at the way the trees just come up a little bit. Like, I don't know. I love that. Like, this view, this is incredible. That is pretty cool. I do wish there was kind of a way to, like, turn torches off during the day. I know that sounds silly, but I don't want to break them either. But, like, sometimes you just want a little less shine on the inside of the glass. But that's okay. It looks awesome. This place came out great. I hope everybody likes it as much as I do. Probably not one of my more favorite builds, but it's absolutely beautiful, and the views are undeniable. I think we can actually see our other build from here. Yeah, just a tiny little bit. Look at it out there. Yeah, we can see one of the side cabins. That's pretty cool. But hey, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and let the episode wrap up right there. This build has been a lot of fun. I hope you liked it. Tell me what you thought of it in the comments below, and always try to make your house as cozy as possible. It not only pays off in Valheim, but like I keep saying, you always want to come home to your base. It's the best kind of thing. And what does everybody think of me throwing this up on a world for everybody to come visit, huh? Does everybody want me to toss this world up on a server? You want to come and walk through the builds, build around them, hang out with your friends in this world? I think it'd be a lot of fun. I'm probably going to make a separate save of it right here, and we're going to separate it into halves. I'll probably re-release it again if everybody wants me to later with all the builds all the way up into Mistlands. But I think it'd be fun to share all of this, and I know some people are having trouble placing some of the blueprints from plan build mod, so I really do just want to share it with everybody. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below, and if we get enough likes and agrees, then hey, I'll throw it up and everybody can come visit. So be sure to let me know if that's something you're interested in. But hey, everybody, I'm rambling way too much. If you had fun hanging out with me today, do me a favor, smash that like button, and be sure to subscribe if you want to continue the adventures in the build through. We've got 8 more builds coming your way on the mountain, and boy, do I have some cool ideas. I'm trying to keep it a little simpler here in the beginning. It's kind of why we made another log cabin. I'm not mad at it. This one came out great. But hey, everybody, I hope you're having a great day. Have a great rest of your day. And here's hoping I see all of you in the next build through. Until then, thanks for watching.